Hello, this is Armin of SG Gaming Info, and what you're seeing is the Driveclub VR demo for the PlayStation VR, obviously. And what I'm doing is this is a live reaction to the VR. Now, I've actually played this once before, and as you can see, there's an error because I don't have the headset on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the headset on, and I'm going to talk as I drive about how I'm feeling about the experience, and you'll be able to see what because the gameplay is recorded, but it's not. There seems some letterboxing, but I think that's just the way it outputs. So it is like the full 1080p and all that you're seeing on screen. Although I'm not genius when it comes to talking about the likes of graphics, frame rates, and all that. So let's get this on with putting the headset on can be painful enough. Well, it's like painful and something just went there. Oh, hopefully that hasn't messed up for you. Started, so I'm going to do time trial because I was doing that earlier, and I'll just use the same car as I did last time. I'll just do factory. So as you can see, if you see a lot of movement and all, that's actually just me moving my head around, looking around. And here's the car. And what do I need to do? I hope you can hear the audio. If not, just like, wow, it's... Okay, I can hold a... Oh, that is like so much better. I don't think I calibrated it properly last time. So, let's get going. I know this is the first time I play this, and I'm kind of having this again straight from the start. You don't get a proper feeling of emotion. It's like, wow, I actually feel lightheaded right now. So I'm looking around. Oi. Yeah, I don't know if it's this game, because I've never actually had this issue with VR titles before, because I played quite a few with PSVR before today. Like I played Eve Valkyrie at Gamescom and Eve Gunjack. And, well, I did play Unearthing Mars, that was Viking Games or something like that. And that did have the same issue I'm experiencing now, which... Oh, okay, that felt really weird to crash into a tree in VR. It's like you actually crashed into a tree, you kind of body reacted to it. But as I was saying, yeah, there is like, oh, it's a real period of distance. Like you think the mind is trying to trick you there, but you know you're not. Like what you see, your mind is saying, yeah, that's not really in front of you. Like, you know you're in a game kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, the amount of movement in this game kind of makes you feel nauseous, and I'm not the person... Wow. Yeah, I'm not the person who gets motion sick, but I don't... Like, I try not to move my head around a lot, as you can see. Like, okay, I'll move my head around now. But, oh, yeah, just doing that, like driving and just looking off, it's like, wow, that feels... It doesn't feel great, honestly, and it's really odd because I was actually playing some VR games last night at a PlayStation VR Experience event. It was press night for it, or invitation only, I don't know. Granted, I don't know that many press people in Ireland. And the games I played was, I think I was playing Battlezone, was one of the main ones I played, and that was brilliant. It did have the motion sickness feeling, create the motion sickness feeling I'm feeling now, but it wasn't as bad as this, as I tried to avoid a ghost car. I think it might be the... No, it might be the carts. Maybe it's the game itself. Like, this is a demo, and this is the first game I'm playing. Oy. I don't know, it's like kind of... It's just kind of like an out-of-body experience. I think that's the best way to describe my feeling of this game with VR. It's like... I don't know, I'm saying it's like a lot, but... Again, it feels really off-putting. But... If this is like the worst experience I can get in VR, then it's not too bad. Apparently that's corner cutting. It's kind of... Although it... If you look past this flaw, and I think it's a thing I'll probably get used to over time, and hopefully I do, because I just love the idea of VR. What was the game I was playing? I think it was the one with the ocean when you're in a shark tank and the shark attacks you. That was really cool because it was like really immersive, and it was terrifying. If I was playing that on my own, and I probably will eventually. Well, I do have the PSVR Worlds. At the moment, I don't have any review copies for any of the games. I bought PSVR Worlds with this game, so with the VR headset. Like, that could be interesting from an immersive experience perspective, because I say that's where VR is going to thrive in experiences. If this is kind of an example of how the racing games are going to be, then it might have issues. Again, it could be the fact that this is my first time playing VR games at home. Like, I actually might have the setup wrong, because yeah, my home entertainment setup is weird. It's basically a mess of wires, and might have to go back to it later on sometime and work with it more. But I think I know what it is. It really is just the mind and the game not working well, which is a really weird thing to say. It's like my mind knows. Like, what I'm saying, I'm in a game, like driving, but my mind is still saying, no, you're in your living room. You're sitting down in the living room playing games. You're not really there. And so I think it's what I'm saying, what my mind is thinking, my mind knows is happening, is basically causing issues. Is basically, you're not doing this, but you think you are. So I wonder why I'm sliding there for. No, I've never actually. By the way, this is my first time actually playing Driveclub. I know I got a review copy for it, but I think at the time it came out when it was first released, I didn't have time to play it. Or there's probably a backlog of reviews. By the way, yeah, I am playing this VR game with glasses on. I think if I didn't have glasses on, it'd probably be 10 times worse. Because when I'm not wearing glasses, I get really, really bad. I wouldn't say really bad. I just get dizzy spells, and so I have to wear glasses nearly all the time now. Actually, so it probably would have been made a whole lot worse if I didn't have my glasses on. And I know this is a bit of a ramble. Like, this is actually a live VR reaction. In many ways, that's the first time I'm doing a live reaction. So it's really odd to. Trying to think of what else to say. There's not else to say. I think I've just been really rambling, which is something I really didn't want to do. But actually, one thing I will say before this, see if I can stop the car right now. Looking around is really interesting. Like, you think you're there when you're looking around. Like, just there. Like, I just like try to grab the car. I think I might have punched the microphone. Sorry if you hear bang. But it's like you think you're there. It's like, oh, there's a. Sorry, I punched my phone again. It's really weird because when you stop the car and look around, it's really immersive. Like, you see like the fog on the wind on this windscreen. Is that it? Like, I'm really bad with car details, and I think that was going crazy there because out of tracking. It's like if you just look. Okay, that's really weird. You look down, it's like, oh my god, there's no legs. But if you just like take the moment to look around, it's interesting, and that's what I think what VR does well. Because when you get into motion, start looking around, it's like, it feels really odd. And I think I'm just gonna finish this. I'll just do one more lap after this, and I think I'll wrap things up. Actually, before I wrap things up. I think a big thing to ask is, how do you think of this live reaction? Like, a lot of my content is scripted. Like, you could probably actually tell that I'm reading off a script. So I really need to find a way to make better. Like, a lot of people say like I'm really excited when I talk about games in person, but when I'm doing it on a video and recording it, it doesn't. It sounds like really like corporate spiel. It's like it doesn't sound emotive at all. It's like FIFA. So what's that game? Yeah, FIFA 17. FIFA 17 is a good game. It is brilliant. Kind of shtick. Which, let's be honest, FIFA 17 was actually a pretty good game, and my review reflected on that because the journey was amazing. But okay, this is the last app I'll do, and actually, you know, as I approach the end of this, it's not too bad. I'm still feeling a bit queasy in the pit of my stomach, but I'm getting used to it. And I suppose I kind of threw myself in the deep end, going, okay, we're going to go straight into a driving game. Okay, granted, you could say VR games are really good for, and there I go again with the screen. VR games are really good for like cockpit games, so space sims and driving. So see how it goes for other games really, and sorry about that sigh. Okay, I can see for like games where you're walking, they might not be, it could be worse. Like Unearthing Mars had that, but it was like the walking was teleportation, which was the most horrible experience I've had with VR, because it's like, hey, and fade to black teleportation. It's like, what the hell is going on, kind of thing. It's like, your body can't handle that. But I think the only way you can fix that is like a full body motion tracker. I think they have the treadmill and all that. It's like, I'm not willing to pay the money to do that, and I say most people wouldn't either. And it looks like my last lap isn't going to be my quickest. That's kind of disappointing. So let's edit this, shall we? How do I get off? Get off. So finish event. And how do I go? Okay, so now we're out of the loading screen. So yeah, really, that is my experience. A live reaction experience, I suppose, with PlayStation VR. That was with Driveclub VR demo. The demo came with the VR headset itself. I think there's a few demo games with it. I think there was issues where I think the US had more demos on their disc, but I think with the EU you can download those ones as well. I haven't really checked, as I say, like I only set up the VR recently. So basically, I suppose I should end it with the usual spiel as a thank you very much for watching. Please like, favorite, and subscribe. For more gaming information, please visit sggaminginfo.com. And don't forget to like our Facebook page at facebook.com/sggaminginfo. And of course, follow us on Twitter at sggaminginfo. And it's really weird to do that while emoting, because like my head's going like, and apparently, wait, have I gone that track? Okay, Dragon's fucking bad with that. Yeah. Actually, before I go, this is a look at the VR demo games you'll get in Europe, and it soon sounds so. There's some VR Worlds demos. Battlezone's not too bad. I played that at the VR Experience event in Dublin. You can get a bit of motion sickness with it because you're controlling tank, but it's not too bad. Headmaster, I saw some people playing that. It's basically just heads and headers. It's like heads and volleys, but at the volleys you're just heading. Of course, then we have Rigs. I can't remember who developed that. I probably know, but not off the top of my head. Then there's Valkyrie from CCP. I actually love that game at Gamescom. Then we have Wayward Sky. I have no idea what that is. We have the Driveclub VR we just played, and we have Tumble VR, which again I have no idea. So I'll just end this now as I take off my headset so I can actually click the button to end recording. Taking this off isn't too bad. Okay, that tightens it way too much.